All right. So everybody wants to know what is Forex. This is your basic Forex. This is your chart. This box here, this box here is your chart. And we're going to go Euro USD. This is the 5-minute chart. See me clicking right here? This is your 5-minute. These are your currency pairs. There's a lot of basics. I mean, we can go for hours and hours and hours, but I try to keep things simple. So we will learn, grow, and expand as we go. But this is the Euro USD. Euro meaning the Euro dollar, which is the currency that they use in the European Union over in Europe. England, Spain, well, no longer England anymore. They left the European Union, but they had their own currency pair anyway, which is the pound, GBP, Great British Pound. So we're using the euro dollar pair. So currencies trade in pairs. And this number here represents the ratio between the two. So 1.07736 means that it takes 1.0773 now dollars to equal 1 euro. So when you buy one, you sell the other. It's a ratio between the two countries' volume. If you look at, let's see, I'm going to click here. This is the USD JPY. And I did just get a buy signal from my chart over there, but I'll hold. This is the USD JPY, so I will click on the chart. This is a 1-hour chart. It shows where it is, 1 hour, so I'll put it to the 5. This was the same, but this one is 10767, meaning that it takes 107 Japanese yens to equal $1. Now the euro is a little different because the USD is not the base pair. So the euro dollar, meaning it takes 1.0773 dollars to equal 1 euro. USD JPY, it takes 107.67 yens to equal $1. So it's backwards. Well, it depends because one is the base pair and one is not. All right, so let's go back to the euro. So basically, I'm clicking down here. This is what is called a platform. This whole thing here, there's a lot of buttons and gadgets, and but when you get in your car, you have your car for like 6 months before you even realize all the buttons in there. I know I had my car for a year and a half, no, for a year before I realized there was a button I could press that could unlock my door without my key. I didn't know that for a year. I was going to look at a new car, and the girl showed me that feature. I'd had that car for a year, didn't even know that. So anyway, let's see where we're at. So let's go back to the euro. So these are your charts down here, the euro USD, USD JPY. And you can pick whatever chart you want. These are some moving averages that I use. And this looks nice. But anyway, we'll get to that another day. This is your basic. All right, so this is what is called your candles. And old school dudes use these, which I kind of like, but I grew up on using these candles, so my mind has recognized patterns. There's patterns that my brain picks up on that because I've seen these for so long, so I can't use these or this. It doesn't mean the same to me, but I mean, I can use anything but I prefer these Japanese candlesticks, which were invented thousands of years ago um, in Japan by a Japanese investor. And we'll just do some basics. Okay, this candle here is green, meaning the colors you can change, but this setup here is green for up and red for down. So this is a 5-minute chart. You'll hear people say that. It's a 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, daily chart. So when you hear people say that 5-minute chart, that means each candle represents 5 minutes. So these 3 candles represents 15 minutes. If I go to the 15-minute chart, those 3 candles are within this one red candle, 15 minutes. So back to the 5-minute. All right, so this is a 5-minute candle. So that means I'll go over here. These are some of your tools. This is your cursor, which I'm using here. This is your crossbar, which will allow you to see the price over here to the right. And you can measure, line it up with different parts of the candle, like at the bottom of the candle. That price is 1.07678. But how people usually speak, when you speak this language, you'll just say it's at 72, or it's at actually you would say this is at 67, meaning you'll just speak these 2 numbers. You don't speak the whole thing all the way out unless you need to for a specific reason. But if you're showing or you're talking, most people know which 2 numbers you're referring to. It's these 2 numbers. So you can say, oh, is that the euro is at 72, 1.0772. So here at 72, well, this is lined up, at 67, meaning it opened at 67 and it closed here up top at 74. And if you put your cursor over top of it, you see this little box opens up and it gives you the information. It opened at 1.07679. So it opened at 67, high of 74, low of 67, same spot it opened, and it closed at 74. So this particular candle doesn't have any wicks. So I'm going to show you a sell one. So you put your crossbar here, you look to the right, you see the price. So 6 through 9, I believe. Yeah, and see the information bar popped up and closed at 565. Okay, so if you hover your cursor over, it'll pop, the window will pop up. So it opened at 69, low of 65, and it opened and closed just like that. But if you go over here, you look at this candle, you'll see something different. This line here, this is called a wick, meaning it opened here, 74. It went as low as this wick, 66, but it closed up here at 69. So there we go. And you can see in the window box, information box, opened at 74, high 74.7. You'll say it like that too. Just emphasize that last number. So opened at 74.5, high of 74.7, because most platforms has this 1 digit off. The low of 66, but it closed at 70. So that means it went as low as 66, but it closed here at 70. Okay, what else you got? These are, that's just basic candles, basic candles. Just take it in little by little by little. Let's see, what else we got? So there's a lot of buttons and gadgets up here. You can take these, grab the little dots and move them around. So we'll go through them all. This is you go here, and just go through file, boom. That's how you open up new charts. You want to open up a chart, open up the euro, right? And file, open deleted charts like the one I just closed. Profiles, you can save different setups, like this is the euro setup, profile. This is my default setup, okay? And you can set up different things, and I can show you that later. I'll show you that now. Say if I did this, well, I can file, profile. I can save that as, so that's set up. Then profile, I can close. I can take a picture, save it as a picture. I can print it, preview, and so forth and so forth and so forth. These are the NQL5 community, where they have a lot of information as far as robots, EAs, and all kind of signals people sell and so forth. It's a whole little community. All right, so then view, toolbar, you got your standard. So that's these up here. That's all of these. So see the line, time frame. So if you want to see the time frame, go to tool, time frames. It pops up. You can switch all your different time frames. If you want to change the time frame, you got to click on the chart, then you change the time frame. Click on the chart, then you change the time frame. Click on the chart, then you change the time frame. All right. So what else we got? Tool, then line study. Line study is the, let me open this back up. Lines, go back to the euro, 5 minutes. So line study is your crossbar. This is how you can draw a vertical line. Left click it, then you can drag and move it, put it wherever you want. Right click it, and you can delete it. Horizontal, you left click it, and you place it wherever you want. And then you left click it again on the line. You can drag it, put it wherever you want. It's kind of like the crossbar, like that. You want some permanent things on there. So you can delete that one or delete all arrows. No, not arrows. And this is how you draw your trend line. Let's see, boom. How I like to do it. So it's this angular one. So that I click it on the wick. Being all that accurate isn't that important because these are not walls. They are ropes. They are guides. So I grab it, I pull it over, then I pull it up, 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 until it touches this, and then I let go. So watch me. So I put it there, I grab it, I pull it up, till it touches here, and then I let go. Then you can draw, I mean, there's several different ways to do this. That's why I'm telling you, these are guides. A lot of people think these are guaranteed. I can just make money. No. They're not guaranteed. But what you want to do is you want to go with the mass of the candles. Spatial recognition is what it's called. You just look at it from a larger view and you can see the mass within the candles. You see that? You see that? The mass. It's just a mass. Let me see how I can explain that a little more. So I'll go to this toolbar to standard so I can zoom in. And if you if you look at it like that, you see this line, you can see there's a line there. There's an invisible line there. I hope you can see that, man. Use this to shift it back. But there's a line here. You see it? There's a line there. There's a straight up line there. I'll go to my properties. Don't worry about this right now. I'll get to it later. But you can see the line. You can see it. It's right there. Like if you squint and don't look at all the details, you can see the line. Just like here, you squint, you can see the movement. You see the line. Don't get caught up in all the little details. You can just see it. It's right there. It's right there. This is right there. It's right there. It's right there. This is right there. Right there. You know? So that's that. All right, so but look, boom, look at that. Look at that sweet little line right there. It's just a line, man. It's just a line. It's to give you a gauge. But true to form though, this is the technical trend line. But you can see this line right here. I mean, you can't deny it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Don't get caught up in the trend lines because people think that these support and resistance, like they're brick walls. Nah, man, these are not brick walls. These are ropes. And the big boys know that you think that they're walls and they take advantage of you. So anyway, all right, so we got a little trend line. This is a trend line. So boom. This is called a support. Why is it called a support? Because it supported it from going below here. Then it supported the price at this level. And it's been supported up. It's supporting. If you want to see resistance, that's when it was resisting the line. I'm just going to show you one of these three candles, but it's the same thing no matter which candles you use or what time frame you use or whatever, right? So this would be considered, and I'm going to make a point after this. This is resistance. This is a resistance support. This was supporting it up. This is resisting it from going up. So supporting it up, resistance from going up. So when it breaks this, if and when it breaks this, once it goes below it, now it's no longer support, right? It's not supporting anything. It broke through it. So then it turns into a resistance line. So it's resisting going up. Even though it's angling it up, it turns from support to resistance. And then once this line has established itself, it's no longer support. It'll take a few candles for that to happen. Then this line is now in charge, and it is your resistance line. If I can go to the 1 minute, see if we can get, you'll see it happen. You'll see it happen right in front of your eyes. All right, so what happened here so far? So there's our true to form. Joint. So it's right there. It's right there on the support. Let's see what happened. Boom. You see how it bounced up? That's why they call it support. Now, if it makes this strong wick candle meaning this candle with this big wick. The wick movement meaning there was a fight there. There was a battle between the buyers and sellers. Excuse me. So the seller was trying to bring the joint down. Buyer said, nah. Boom. Took it back up. Seller was bringing it down. You see a lot of wick movement, wick. And then the buyers was like, nah. Boom. They took over. It's a whole bunch of little fights. Whole bunch of little fights. All right. So I'm going to pause this recording so we can start again.